Parking my car in the lot at the end of the block, I once again let that breeze wash over me. The smell and feel of home sinking deeper into my bones, reminding me it's always been there. As I take my gaze up and down the main drag, it's just as I remember it. The same stores, the same people and benches, coupled with new awnings and paint. But it's good to be home. Entering the grocery store, it's the same madhouse it's always been. So many of us order our groceries to our front door or walk to trendy, organic-only shops around the corner from our houses and apartments in the heart of Boston. It's easier than driving everywhere. But I miss the need to hop in the car to get where you're going. Grabbing a buggy, my mission begins. The food I found in the house was random at best. Normally, my grandmother would have already stocked all the things I like. I'm a mindless robot working my way up and down each aisle, tossing stuff into the buggy. If it catches my eye, I grab it. Yet another reason it's such a great thing I get my groceries delivered in Boston. There's no way I could carry it all with the way I shop. Turning down the next aisle, I nearly plow into a group of kids. Their smiles are wide as they chatter amongst themselves. A glimpse into the past that mimics my childhood growing up here. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. I clutch my chest, releasing a shallow breath. No worries. A girl smiles up at me. She has that beautiful olive complexion so many wish for and stunning blue eyes that look like sapphires. A smattering of freckles I would kill for and a smile I feel like I know. You look familiar, she says. Are you famous? I can only laugh. No, not at all. I used to live here. I'm sure my grandfather has pictures of me somewhere around the store. She tilts her head again as her friends pull chips off the shelf. You're Old Man Wilbur's granddaughter? In the flesh, I chuckle. Only in a place like Cole County could something like that earn you notoriety. So cool. She beams before grabbing a bag of chips and looking down at her phone. Nice talking to you. She waves before following her friends up to the register, glancing over her shoulder to flash me another grin before she disappears. That sense of familiarity still lingers with me as I stare down the empty aisle. It can only be memories of this place, my mind bringing me back to a time when I was blissfully happy. I collect several bags of chips, exiting the aisle, when I spot a cop stop next to the group of kids. Crime isn't common here, but the small-town mentality of kids being menaces likely hasn't changed. Rushing over to them, thinking the nice little girl is in trouble, I butt into something that isn't my business. Is there a problem here? I ask. If it's a money issue, I'll pay for them. I'm not sure why I volunteered to do so. I only talked to the girl for a few minutes, and these kids didn't look like they were getting ready to steal bags of chips, cookies, and dip. I can handle paying for my daughter. The cop's face turns toward me, and my world stops. Rhodes. I can't breathe. I can't think. He's so much larger than he was when we were kids, but it's him. I could never forget his face or those eyes. Rhodes, I breathe. Sadie. My name spoken so low, I question if I read his lips versus heard him say it. What? Hi. I released the breath that had been stuck in my lungs, burning to be set free. For 24 years, I had successfully avoided him with every trip back to Groverton, and this time I didn't even make it 5 hours. Hi. He turns away from me for a moment, hands the little girl I'd been talking with a 20, and then faces me again, shoving his wallet in his back pocket. Sawyer said you were coming back for a bit. Yeah. Grandpa broke his leg. The old buzzard won't calm down. I nervously laugh, picking at the buggy handle. His body ducks a little, as if trying to catch my gaze again. It's really good to see you. It's been a long time. My eyes rake over his face, taking in how he changed. He's the same, but so different too. The dorky best friend is still there under the surface, but there's something harder about him. His girth is triple what it was back then, but age will do that. The short, dark beard covering the bottom half of his face makes him appear more rugged, harder, unforgiving. How long are you staying? I don't know. It's the truth. There's no time frame on how long I'll be here. Long enough to make sure my grandfather gets better and his businesses are in order. Likely long enough to fall deeper in love with the place I always wanted to come back to and never wanted to leave. He rubs at the back of his head, the muscles barely contained beneath his uniform. Okay, well, I gotta run, but I'll see you around? I only nod, waving awkwardly before shooting down the next aisle. Fuck, why was that so weird? It was my fault I never saw Rhodes after we moved away. I made sure of it. I hid when he would come around while I was visiting, refused to tell my friends I was back in town, and stayed away from the popular spots. I couldn't bear not having my best friend anymore, so I would wait until after we returned to Boston to call or message him, relaying how sorry I was that I missed him. A ritual that dwindled faster than a flash rainstorm in summer. One day, I stopped reaching out altogether. They say time heals all wounds. That's bullshit. Mine never healed. Sure, they eventually scabbed over and weren't tender to the touch, but there's always been a piece of me missing him. Until now, I had no idea how he was doing, if he was okay, thriving, or barely surviving. Now I know why. He has a daughter, a beautiful little girl who may be a teenager. I hadn't noticed a ring on his finger, but then again, I wasn't looking. I was too caught up in seeing my best friend after 24 years and how fucking good he looked. Like soaked panties and fuck me stupid good. Our relationship was never like that when we were younger. Not when we shared a bed during sleepovers or curled up under the same blankets on the couch, holding each other for movie nights. Our friendship was always platonic. But there was nothing friendly about how he looks now. I'm practically jogging down the aisle, aimlessly throwing items into my nearly full cart when a hand comes down on my shoulder, shifting me around. A broad chest is right there in my face, the badge and walkie clip glaring at me against the black shirt pulled taut over his sculpted pecs. I slowly lift my chin to meet his eyes and take 2 steps back. Do you maybe want to catch up later? Bianca is having a sleepover, so I'm free. Bianca? My throat is dry, the complete sentence I meant to ask after the name failing to break free. My daughter. He points behind him as if she's right there. Sneaking a look around his large body, there's no one there. Yeah, sure. I should be able to get my grandpa settled. The words come out shaky, but there was no saying no. Not after he saw me. If he is anything like the old Rhodes, he's persistent, and he'll keep seeking me out until I cave. It's better to get this awkward reunion over with. Okay, cool, great. I will pick you up at their house. That crooked grin I knew so well years ago appears, and just like that, I'm 13 again, agreeing to spend another night lounging on the couch until the sun rises with Rhodes. Great. I grin like a crazy fool. He cocks a brow but says nothing before waving by. The chime of the jingle that sounds every time the store door opens and closes finds me while I remain rooted in the spot. Lord, I think I just about died. How am I going to survive tonight?